Gym to Crag. Presented by the American Alpine Club and Adidas Terex.
If you go to a remote crag and there's nobody there, you don't have to worry about anything other than managing your own safety and sustaining the environment. But no crag is like that anymore. Most crags in the country, there are other users, and sometimes the crag can be as busy as your local climbing gym. So this video is going to focus on preparing us to have successful interactions with this community. We're going to focus on 3 key ideas. 1, the respect and kinship that we should have with all other climbers. Number 2, some strategies for having really harmonious interactions with other parties. And number 3, if there's a safety problem, if there's a need for intervention, how do we make that intervention tactfully and effectively? One of the great joys about climbing is the climbing community. It doesn't really matter what style of climbing you like best or where you come from. You come from the gym, you come from a rock climbing crag, you climb alpine peaks. We're all climbers, and we all have that in common. So when you approach a crag and you meet other people, that commonality really helps us see each other as kinfolk. And when you're talking to kinfolk, you're respectful, you're accommodating. Let's think of the things that we all have in common. We all love and enjoy climbing. We want to have a good day out there. We all want to avoid injury and death. And we all want others to enjoy climbing and love climbing. And so that means that we should be able to talk to each other, we should be able to listen to each other, we should be able to share the crag. We're not competing for this resource, we are the resource. One of the most difficult social interactions to have at a crag is an intervention. If you see something that you think doesn't show the best etiquette, that you think is maybe dangerous, that's destructive of the natural environment, it's important to intervene. But that takes courage. And it's very difficult to do well. There's 3 key ideas we want to keep in mind when we make an intervention. First of all, most people aren't being intentionally disruptive or dangerous or destructive. They don't want to be doing anything bad to the environment or to themselves or to others. So people deserve the benefit of the doubt. Second, when you intervene, you're drawing just as much attention to yourself as you are to the subject of the intervention. So it's really important to make sure you're coming across as the person you want to be. And lastly, a lot of people, most of us, have experienced interventions negatively. We've had a negative interaction with someone being bossy or someone being controlling. So we're already predisposed to being defensive. Let's all appreciate that and let it guide the way we interact with others. Hey, what? Maybe you've never heard of Leave No Trace in the climbing gym, but this is not what we do here at Bruce Brothers. Why is this popcorn all over the ground? Oh, that interaction didn't go that well. The intervener assumed that the spilled popcorn was deliberate, and in making that assumption, he also interrupted the belayer, who was presumptuous and bossy. In other words, he didn't really respect the climbers as kin, and he didn't give them the benefit of the doubt. Hey.
Hi.
Sorry, do you mind if I talk to you while you're belaying?
Oh, that's fine. He's just resting.
I just noticed that did you spill this popcorn? Can I help you with this?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna pick it up after I was belaying. I just didn't. It happened right in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I help you clean it up?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thanks.
You don't want to eat this, do you?
I mean, maybe, but you can just put it in a trash bag if you want.
Now that interaction went a little better. The intervener, first he asked for permission to interrupt the belaying and talk to the belayer while they're doing something. Second, he asked questions instead of making assumptions. And third, he actually helped. He helped clean up the mess instead of just being bossy. That's how we treat our kin. We have to be aware, we have to be conscientious about how, when we make an intervention, we give someone feedback. If you turn around and contradict your own feedback, if you're a hypocrite, then your feedback's gonna always fall on deaf ears. And why would anyone listen to you? You're a hypocrite.
Hey, you're belaying wrong. Your setup is wrong.
No, it's not. If you come at this situation too confrontationally, you're just not gonna have a very productive conversation. I'm using a perfectly acceptable belay technique and belay arrangement, but it's definitely different than what people are used to. It's a good time to show up and ask some questions. Let's see an inquisitive approach play out.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I've never seen this setup before. What's going on here?
Oh, this is awesome. It's a way to use this thing in its auto-blocking style. Hey, hang on a minute. So you see how it blocks? But that means that it changes the way you belay. And also lowering is really cool. Check this out. Hey, I want to show her how you lower. All right, hold on. So I got to hold the rope firmly, and then I undo this, and then it's right back in an ATC mode. And I just lower.
Very cool.
Right? Okay, climb on. There are also tons of situations where harm is not imminent. Someone's not about to get hurt. But what you're seeing is not best practice. There is a suggestion you'd like to make that could lead this climber in a better direction. Let's see this situation play out where this belayer is using a non-locking carabiner to belay. It's not a crisis, but it's definitely not a best practice.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, good.
Hey, is that the carabiner you normally belay with?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't done this in a long time.
Well, it's a lot more common to use a locking carabiner for that. If you look around, everybody here is using a locking carabiner. Would you care to borrow one?
Yeah, I guess. So if the intervention is preventing harm, harm is imminent, someone is about to get hurt, you intervene physically and immediately. Ready to lower! There's no need for a conversation or a committee. You're about to save someone's life. One of the challenges we're seeing right now in American society is that we're struggling to be consistently respectful when we talk to each other. We're struggling to find the words, the common language that helps us all feel included in this society. Climbing's not that much different. We're gonna have those same interactions and face those same challenges at the Crag with people from all backgrounds. The thing that's gonna help us is the thing that we've talked about throughout this video. We are all in the same community. We're all kinfolk. And so if we care for each other, we respect each other, we give each other the benefit of the doubt, we can work through these difficult interactions carefully and respectfully.